Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast, hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful to connect with you to say hi, hello, how do you do, what is happening, what's going on with you. Blessings, 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 and more blessings I speak into you. Welcome, 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 and welcome. For those who will be live, yes, 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 let's do it. For those who will hashtag it and replay it, I love it. For those who will be on, and I don't know you're on, I might not never know you're on, I could appreciate that. And for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl to encourage me to do what I do, I am encouraged. Yes, 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 yes. All right, all right, all right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes, let's do it. Um, and so we're talking about risk, the idea of potential loss or danger or right, deep consideration and concern that comes with deep consideration and concern. So, the greatest risk, though, y'all, in taking a risk in life, the greatest risk is in living is not. Good morning, cousin. Happy Friday to you. I send you much love back. The greatest risk in living is not doing so, like not fully living, not taking up your particular mantle and going for it. The greatest risk is sitting on the sideline. The greatest risk is not saying that which is true for you to say. Now, granted, sometimes we have to be careful how we say it, when we say it, to whom we say it, because that's wisdom. Everything that come to your mind and my mind is not to be uttered out in the real world. That's not authenticity. That's often called rudeness, right? That's often called a lack of discernment, is what that is. Because everything, and so there are three rules of when to speak something. Is it kind? Is it true? And is it necessary? Sometimes there's an old poem, I think it was written in the 1800s, that I get this notion from, and I love it. It's a rule. It's a rule that I kind of naturally grew to when I was younger. My mouth was way more reckless than it is now. Way more. I lacked wisdom in some areas. If somebody made me mad, I was talking a lot about them, and it was not kind. Now, if people make me mad, no, no, I'm gonna, because what goes out of you, you experience it first. So if you did get mad, and people can't make me mad, right? So even we're gonna clean up that language. Good morning, Erica. Love you, honey. Good morning. If I was triggered in some way by someone or some situation, my mouth used to be a lot more reckless about it, right? And I was more of a victim back then. I functioned more from a place of a victim. They did this, they said this, they that. Can you believe? Blah, 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 blah. And now, no, because I know better today than I've ever known that our words have power and they sow seeds. So even when I'm talking about something that is real, that is a reality, something that's happening, even my description is going to be life-giving to me. Ooh, hold up, y'all. We just stumbled onto something. My description of an issue is going to be life-giving to me. Y'all, that right there, I gotta capture that in my notes. Hold up, y'all. Let me capture that in my notes. Because even my description of the problem is gonna be life-giving. because I refuse to allow my mouth to get me in bondage. I refuse. My own words. That's a good one. That one right there, that's a good one. That's a keeper. I just wanted to capture that. Even. So it's one of the reasons that I practice, not with perfection, but that I practice speaking life because I know my words have power. So I'm just not willing. I love what you teach to stick to the facts. That's right. Yes, yes. The description of the problem should be life-giving to you. Yes, yes. Stick to the facts. Because when we add all of the other stuff, it just causes us to hurt more. We just hurt more by adding in our own minutia. By adding in our own minutia. We just, can you believe? And I know this is what they meant. They had to mean this, and they had to mean that, and they had to mean, and this had to be the reason why, da 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 da. How do you know? And how does it serve you to make up stuff, to have assumptions? How does it serve you to have assumptions that are not life-giving to you? Why not assume that they are having a difficult time? Why not assume that that's the best they got? Why not assume that, if they knew better, they would do better? Why not assume that? And then act accordingly. Trust the pattern. I'm going to trust the pattern every time. If the pattern tells me that somebody's going to always be late to pick me up, and it matters to me whether or not they're late, guess what? I'm not going to trust them to pick me up on time. I'm going to trust what somebody says. And if I need to be there on time, I'm going to put things in place to get there on time. I ain't waiting. And if I do wait, I'm waiting up to a point where it doesn't cost me. But when we reach that critical mass point, I'm going to act accordingly in my behalf to get where I need to be on time. Instead of be mad and frustrated at them and mad and frustrated. And if I'm mad and frustrated at them, I got to feel the mad and frustration. And I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in choosing to feel mad and frustrated, because follow the logic. If you know that said person is going to be late to pick you up every time, and most times it's not a big deal, but at this particular time, you absolutely need to be somewhere on time, and you expect, because you told them, now please come on time because I can't be late. You expect that's the thing, and they are late, like they have been always in the past, and you upset and frustrated, and you going off on them because they doing what they've already done all the time. That don't make sense, beloved. That ain't on them. That's on you. You can say, well, they ought to be on time. They should be. They should learn to be responsible. That's all good and well, but that ain't your journey to travel. That's theirs. That's theirs. And if you want to be somewhere on time, get yourself there on time. That way you don't have to be frustrated and mad at them and trying to dictate their journey, their transformation. That's on them. That's a thing they got to work out in their life, or not. It's their choice, not ours. Because there's freedom in there. If you can really hear what I'm saying, you can take out somebody arriving on time, or you can take out somebody doing what they say they're going to do. You can say whatever it is, fill in the blank of what it is that's for you, that keeps happening because you keep putting yourself in that situation. You can blame another person all day and all night if you want to, but that won't give you peace, because you don't get to control their transformation. Thank God we can't control other people's transformation. I know sometimes we be wanting to, but you don't know what you be wanting. You don't know what you be wanting, because sometimes, right? Because we don't have a crystal ball. We don't know the future. We're not omniscient. We don't know everything. Hey, Brent. Hey, sis. Good to see you. Love you right back. Right? So, The greatest risk in not living, is not. That's the greatest risk. In living is not living, not fully living. Not fully living, not taking advantage of every situation, not leveraging the opportunities that you have, not right? That kind of thing. And not doing those things. Okay? So, yeah. So what does that look like for you, beloved? In what areas of your life are you not? Is the not louder than the absolute? You better believe I am. You better, like I said yesterday, I am leaving nothing on the court. I want to see it all, hear it all, do it all, taste it all, experience it all, imagine it all. I want it to be on my done list. To done. To done. You know how we have a to-do list? My to done list. To done. It is to done. It is done. Finito. Finished. Done. D-O-N-E. Over with. That's what I'm looking. Check, 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 check. Did you check? Did you check? Done. Have you done? Yeah. That's what I'm looking for, beloved. The to done list. To done. What about you? What about you? Virginia from Virginia, happy Friday, sis. Happy Friday. Yes, let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. What's your do? What's yours? What's yours to do? So there is no risk in the try. Go on and try it. Now, we always, when we're talking about trying, we're always talking about that which serves our soul, that which gives us life, that which is birthing from within our being, right? From the true self. There is never a wrong to efforts towards birthing from your essence, because all of humanity's essence is good. It's good. It is. It is. People are naturally good. Naturally loving, naturally desirous of connection, naturally for. And see, we see those things come to place when people are in their natural, we see it come to place in how do I want to say this? Like in emergency situations, often strangers will pitch in to help strangers, even if they put their own life in danger, right? In those kind of crises situations, right? Because there's no thought to it. Like there's no contemplation. It's just we see somebody and we naturally like, get out the way, move, or pull somebody, or, something like that. We'll pitch in automatically. There's no thought. It's our instinct. Like we're naturally for one another. But what happens is when we have time to think about it and to contemplate and to get scared and start thinking, well, if I do that for them, then da 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 da. That's not natural. That's ego. That's atmosphere. That's right. And that's when we find ourselves at odds. But when the chips are down and all we doing is we instinctually are for. I'm not talking about survival, because in survival, we were contemplating that we might not survive, So, since this is our natural state of being for and good and so on and so forth, then, beloved, I invite you to trust that there is no risk in you committing and acting on that commitment of living your fullest life. Because there is no risk there. The risk is in not doing it. The risk, literally, the risk is in not. So if you got an idea, take a step towards that idea, beloved, please. Please. I implore you, take a step. If there's an intuition, that's divine prompting. Intuitions are divine promptings. If there's a divine prompting, answer the prompt, respond to the prompt, respond to it, put your part in there. Like, it's delicious. The possibility is delicious of what becomes available for us when all of us respond to our divine promptings. Come on, decide that that's what you want to do, because we are all the better for it. A tide rises all ships. The tide rises all ships. Raises. There's a rise. Anyway, raise or rise, I don't know which one. The ships get higher. They're elevated when tides come in. There's an elevation for everybody. We don't have one group over there that stay at the same level, because the level is not the same. So you can't stay at the same level. You have to bail out some kind of way or go under. Rise or go under. Ooh, that's the thought. When the tide rises, you either going up, everybody's going up. And if you don't go up, you got to go under, because you can't go off, because you're in it. That's life. You can't get out of it unless you, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, beloved, there is no zero risk to you making a commitment and put an action behind the commitment that you will honor your soul's cry. No risk. The risk is in not honoring your soul's cry. Herein lies the risk, beloved. Okay? There is the risk. So, I invite you to make a commitment that you will indeed honor your soul's cry, that you're going to take whatever step you need to take, that you're not going to allow an internal conversation to stop you from being the fullest, truest, and highest version of freest version of yourself. Fullest, truest, highest, and freest version. Right? You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your friends and family. You owe it to your community. And maybe your committee too. I don't know. You owe it to the universe. You owe it to Papa. You owe it. Your breath is why you got to pay. That's what you're paying for. Take a deep breath. That's what you're paying for. So get up. Get on up. Get up now. Get on up. Get on the scene. Come on now. Get on up. All right, beloved. This is fun. I enjoy myself. Just in case y'all don't know it, I be having fun over here. Me, myself, and I, and y'all, and Margie, and Erica, and Brenda, and Virginia. All right, I love y'all. At the moment that Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited the right to not be amazing. You and I don't have the right to not be amazing, because you amazing. I'm amazing. We all amazing. So we might as well live it like we amazing. And don't act like we not, because that's pretense. To act like you not amazing, like you not unique, like you not one of a kind. That's denial, avoidance, pretense, all the things that does not represent truth. All right, have a fantastic weekend. I certainly am. will continue. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye bye for now.